Hello again, everybody. This is Matt with Gardens of Babylon, here to talk to you today about something I'm really passionate about, which is cover crops. Not too many people know about cover crops. However, if you ask a farmer what a cover crop is, they've been using them for decades and maybe even longer. But here at the store, we're really trying to encourage the typical backyard gardener to get into cover cropping because it's just a really cheap, cost-effective, very effective way of building organic matter into your garden or your landscape, which is pretty crucial in a lot of new home construction where soil compaction is really high. A lot of that topsoil, good topsoil, was removed to build the foundation of your home, and growing plants in that kind of condition can just be really tough. Here in Nashville, we got a lot of clay in our soils, and you really need to kind of add oxygen and open those pore spaces up in that soil for plant roots to really take hold, for plants to really do well in the summer heat. And one of the great ways of doing that is by doing cover crops in your garden. And so cover crops you can plant all throughout the year, depending on where you live and what season you're in. There's a cover crop almost for that season, whether it's spring, summer, fall, or winter. And in fall and winter, what you have, we use down here and promote a lot, is one of my favorite combinations is annual rye and red clover. And that combination can be mixed together in proper proportions, and you basically get the best of both worlds. The rye, the annual rye, grows up typically like, it almost looks like lawn grass. Grows up anywhere between 1 to 2 feet tall, and what it's doing while it's growing, putting on all that top growth, is it's creating just a massive amount of network of roots in your subsoil. Those roots can go down 1 foot, 2 foot, even 3 feet. So you have these roots just penetrating and really piercing a lot of compacted layers of subsoil, which allow oxygen to really get down deep and allow your future roots to get down deep, find those nutrients and find that moisture. And it's really important when we start to get into drought conditions in the summertime. So you have that that annual rye. Some people call it cereal rye, but it's not quite the same thing. I'll use annual rye and let that continue to grow, and then you can turn that in just like the clover, but I'll be turning my annual and clover mix in. I sowed it around September, October time. It's cool season, so it does really well in our winter time. But around March, I'll go ahead and take a big shovel. I prefer shoveling, turning over rototilling. You're just taking big clumps of soil, digging down, turning all that cover crop over into your garden space, and all that really top leafy green growth of the rye quickly breaks down and adds nitrogen into your soil, good organic nitrogen right directly into your soil, and it continues to break down into organic matter. Red clover is a little bit different because it's a legume. Whereas rye is not a legume, clover is. And what that means is as the red clover is growing, it is actively pulling atmospheric nitrogen into the plant root system and is fixing nitrogen every day that it grows into the soil, which is really important for nitrogen heavy feeders like corn and like some other summer garden vegetables. They really like that organic nitrogen in the soil. So as clover grows through the wintertime, it continually adds that nitrogen. Clover can be used interplanted between a lot of your fall and winter vegetable beds like lettuce and broccoli and cauliflower and collards. Sprinkle a little bit of clover is what I do in my garden bed. And so I'm getting my food actually growing while I'm fixing nitrogen into the soil. It's kind of a win-win situation. And then around March, early April, I'll go ahead and turn that clover, harvest the vegetables, and then turn that clover back into the soil. All that leafy green top growth, again, will quickly break down into usable nitrogen for your soil. And that process really only takes about a month and a half. I'll usually turn over that cover crop before I start planting about a month ahead of time, give myself time. I might have to turn it again 2 to 3 weeks after the first time just to really help break that leafy foliage down into the soil really well. Even if there's a little bit of non-fully composted plant material on top, that's fine while you're going ahead and planting your summer vegetable bed. But again, it's just a really cheap, very effective way, no matter what size of a yard you're dealing with, to really add nitrogen, add organic matter into your soil, because in the world of organic gardening, it's just so important to continually add that organic matter boost microbial populations with natural compost amendments into your garden bed. Your plants do so much better in the summertime. They have much higher drought resistance, pest resistance. Once you start really focusing in on that soil and considering it as a holistic system, you really see a major difference in everything, in every aspect of that gardening. So again, I encourage everybody to check it out. For this and other gardening topics, feel free to check out www.gardensofbabylon.com. Once again, my name is Matt with Gardens of Babylon. Have a great day.